Welcome back to my channel, strawberries. Okay. Oh my gosh, I love doing these intros. It's so fucking awkward. There's literally nobody here, and I was just soldier boying to silence. Hey! Soldier boy, win it. Oh! Hello, strawberries. Hello, hello, hello. I hope you are doing amazing on this beautiful Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whenever you're watching this. So today, I'm really excited for today's reading. As per usual, we are going to do a highly requested, if you requested this, I saw your comment. Are you delusional? Are you being delusional about the connection? I'm going to be so real and honest. This is going to be a real, raw video. I also wanted to mention, if you are in some type of dynamic, if this ends up being a dynamic where you are delusional, the energy is like, hey, this person is not showing up for you. I do and just created and launched a video course in my website, link down below, to help you understand and detach a spiritual from spiritual connection. So that is something that's available if you guys are interested. Other than that, before we get into the piles, and we'll have 3 different piles today, if you would like to book a personal reading with me, I offer personal one-on-one sessions. I will put my options right here on what I offer within those sessions. I have 30-minute sessions to 45-minute sessions. I also just recently launched, I have membership. So if you want to get, I have an option for a monthly reading. And within that reading, I will tell you your month. Advice for your month. What is your next month coming from? You can ask me any questions about your next month, if there's anything you should be focusing on. That is something that I offer. And then I also offer a monthly love life check-in. So if you're working on processing certain emotions or working on showing up for yourself in certain ways, maybe you're in a connection that's confusing for you, I do offer a monthly reading subscription as well, where you can get a reading from me every month to help with that. And we can create a relationship through working together month to month. I also offer a less personal option, which are recorded readings. So recorded readings is pretty much a YouTube reading. You get a 10-minute video reading from me, and you'll ask a question. If you are asking a person, I would recommend sending me their name and if you're in contact or not. And other than that, share as little or as much as you want. And then I'll send you back, or I'll send you your video within 7 days of ordering your request. All of that is linked down below in my website. I also have a membership here on YouTube, and that is just for a smaller collective of my supreme strawberries. So if you would like to join my membership, that is also linked down below. Now, let's get into the freaking piles, okay? Pile 1 is going to be this journal. I'm pretty sure this is an agate on the front, blue agate. Okay, pile 1. Pile 2 is going to be this fan. Pile 3 is going to be this gorilla. Maybe gorillas are significant for you. As I'm seeing this pile, there's a little bee as well, so maybe bees are significant for this pile. For those of you that don't like tapping, these are the piles. Pile 1, 2, and 3. If you chose this deck, then this is your reading. So let's see, are you being delusional? Let's see. I feel like that sounds so harsh. But I mean, hey, let's see. What is a way that, how are you perceiving this connection? Is it benefiting you or is it not? Essentially is what I mean by are you being delusional. Okay, so I'm going to do this connection reading style and see where you are and where they are concerning the reciprocation of this connection. Okay. I definitely feel like your emotions from this connection are something that's overriding the ability to look at the actions that this person is giving you. Immediately you're coming out with the Merkaba, and the Merkaba is not always a bad card. Like, it's a card of when you feel something so strongly in your body that you're not able to make a head over heart decision. So it's like, this person isn't treating me good, but it doesn't matter because they make me feel explosive in my body. So you're not able to use logic in that situation to protect yourself because you're solely focusing on what something feels like. So I definitely can recognize that you have a strong emotional attachment to this person. Okay, that was really loud. That literally just validated what I just said. Air is coming out, so you might be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Okay. Do things go the way we want them to? Okay. So you, oh my God. I first want to say I do think that you have some type of soul connection with this person. It feels like you guys are like the same, different sides of the same coin. Like, there is an energy here of you guys having completely different mindsets, being completely different, looking at things completely different, but still having an innate connection to each other. I need to clarify with another deck here. Hold on. Your energy actually feels like right now you're in a period of soul searching, or your guides are wanting you to soul search. And the reason they're wanting you to soul search is because it feels like you have a hard time knowing how to protect yourself in connections. Like, your energy feels very like, whoo, go where the wind takes you type energy. So it's like you meet someone and then you are maybe feelings-based, maybe you're emotionally based. So you're like, okay, this feels good, I'm gonna go towards it. But then you're not able to use the logic of saying, okay, it feels good, but that may not be good for me. Is what feels good related to my past? Is what feels good related to my trauma? Is what feels good actually something that was created within myself? Like, there is a big energy here of you learning a lesson through this person, of recognizing what a healthy connection actually feels like and understanding why things feel good for you. That's like this soul searching energy, and it's so you can protect yourself. Because this person's energy, I don't know, we'll see, hold on. Yeah, okay. Send it out. Holy shit. You might even have dreams about this person. Oh my gosh, okay. I'm getting a really strong message here that regardless of what this connection is, this doesn't feel like a relationship. Like, they're coming out with MIB, which is like toxic dynamic. It's not. So this could be situationship. This could be somebody like wanting you all to themselves, but not willing to like have that be equal. So you're like, okay, well, I want commitment. And they're like, well, I don't want commitment, but I want you to give all your attention to me. Like, something that's not necessarily healthy or not equal. It's like all or nothing mindset. That's how it's coming through. But your energy is coming out that you maybe have had, I'm going to clarify this with tarot in a second. You maybe have had a lot of struggles in your past when it comes to not being supported or having setbacks. So it does feel like if you ever dream about this person or you think about this person, there's something here about having an idea that they're going to be able to help you the way that you weren't helped in the past. That's how this is coming through. So there is an idolization that you have towards this person, but the idolization is coming from what you want from them, not what you're actually getting. Because it's like you have an idolization of being physically helped, because it's coming out with struggles, fire, earth, insomnia. And what I'm getting with the fire and earth energy is that fire is action taking and earth is about your physical reality. So if you've ever struggled with like money, poverty, jobs, maybe you've never had anybody buy something for you, or you've never had somebody make you feel grounded and stable and safe with their actions. So that's like, I'm going to make you feel prioritized. I'm going to choose your feelings. I'm going to choose to make you feel safe. If that's not something you've never had, it feels like your emotions from this person are coming from wanting that. But then their energy is, bro, that's fucking insane. I gotta clarify. This might be, this kind of feels like a toxic connection. This is either somebody that ghosted you, or this is somebody that you, like, they're very wishy-washy. Like, they come in and then they ghost you, and then they come in and then they ghost you. They come in, they ghost you. Like, this person's energy right now on how they're showing up in the connection, literally energy vampire and pleasure. Pleasure is an energy that is not healthy, out of balance. So pleasure and passion is not being able to be present with your emotions, and it usually comes from a space of emotional instability and confidence issues. This person in the center is coming out with Lyran's reverse, which means that they struggle with their confidence. You, being somebody that's empathetic and emotional, they are going to want that energy from you because it makes them feel confident about themselves. So your dynamic right now feels like if this person comes in to see you or they breadcrumb you, because you idolize the potential of what that one interaction might lead to, you're willing to give to this person. So you're willing to show up, like say they didn't text you for a week and then they text you, you're going to be like, oh my God, hi. Even if you're unhappy that they didn't message you, you're going to be like, oh my God, maybe they want something. Maybe they're going to be able to fulfill this future for me. Maybe they want that. And then it doesn't end up happening. And then the cycle repeats itself. But their intention when reaching out to you is, I'm going to message you knowing that even though I'm not treating you the way that you maybe want me to, you're allowing the treatment, so you're going to give to me. And that's going to make me feel good about myself because you've been waiting for me, and now I message you, and it's validation for me that you've been waiting for me. So I feel good. Somebody was waiting for me. But the pleasure energy is that they're coming to you to suppress some type of emotion or to expand an emotion. So pleasure and passion is you're happy, so you want to expand that. You can't just be present and grateful for that happiness. You want to take a drug to expand it. You want to get validation to expand it. Or you're feeling sad or lonely or down, unhappy in some way. So you want to replace that emotion instead of processing the emotion that is present. So it's somebody that quite literally cannot be present with their emotions. So they're consistently looking for a drug, really. And a drug can be validation. It can be an actual drug. It can be a relationship. It could be someone that gives you confidence. Bro, oh my God. That's what I mean. This is coming from a father wound. This is literally poison and daddy issues coming out here. So something I really would like to explain is that your energy, this person does not treat you good. Oh, narcissist disregarding law. This person has a narcissistic energy. Okay. Yeah, this person, it feels like they like take you and then they throw you away. And then they take you and then they throw you away. And there's a consistent energy of inconsistency. A consistent energy of inconsistency. But what this is right here, and this is like the struggles. This is, I was like, you're idolizing something that you didn't get from this person. And struggles just fell on the ground. Which tells me that this is about your root chakra and this is about your ability to feel safe. So if your father was emotionally unavailable, and whether you love your dad or not, like he was raised to be emotionally unavailable and that's how it is. You know, you have zero control over the fact that he maybe wasn't able to give you emotional love. And as a child, you're going to feel that. You're not going to consciously recognize, though, that you can't do anything about it. So what you're going to do as a child is you're going to overgive to your father, hoping that one day you're going to get that emotional love from him. Because you don't have somebody that's telling you, hey, babe, your dad actually isn't emotionally available, so, like, I'm going to teach you to love yourself, because your parents weren't able to do that. So then what that creates for you is saying, okay, my relationship with masculine energy is me giving and not getting anything back. Me giving, idolizing a future, and chasing love instead of accepting love because I never got love as a child. So that puts your pain body in comfortability in that cycle. So that's why right here, even if this is a pattern that's painful for you. So it's like you idolize something and then they leave and then you're sad. And then you idolize something and then they leave and then you're sad. There is an energy here of you being comfortable in that cycle because it's something that your pain body felt over and over and over again as a child. You are able to take action on healing this lesson by detaching from this. So I actually just released a course, a video course in my website, in my description, on how to heal from a spiritual connection, how to heal from that, how to understand the patterns, how to show up for yourself. I have guided meditations in there as well. So if you're interested, if this is a dynamic that you have and you're interested in that, that's an option that I have. But this person's energy is familiar to your dad in some way, which probably is the fact that they're emotionally unavailable and it causes you to chase the idea of love rather than actually feeling comfortable receiving it. So that's like a dynamic that I'm getting here, especially this card on the bottom talks about idolization. It literally talks about idolizing something. And then we have Nagas reverse. This card is about not being able to fulfill your lower chakras within yourself. And then underneath that is Ouroboros reverse. You had a past life with this person, like 110%. So I just want to say, like, this does feel like a spiritual connection. So regardless of the fact that this person may not be treating you the way that you deserve, the intensity of the connection you feel is so valid. It is so valid. It's not an excuse to allow this person to treat you a certain way or to continue to idolize something in the future, but it is valid on how intense the connection is. But with Ouroboros reverse, that means there's just going in circles. This is an energy where it's you want something and then you don't get it. You want something and you don't get it. You're idolizing something, you get happiness from the idolization, but you never actually get what you want. So that may even be a pattern for you in past connections as well. That is something that your guides are wanting you to recognize in this connection through emotional instability. This person doesn't actually make you feel safe, which is why you have to idolize a version of them that does make you feel safe, because right now in the present moment they don't actually do that for you. So that does feel like something your guides see. Ghosted and elevation. There is an energy here of if this person leaves, every time they leave your life, you have an opportunity to detach. You have an opportunity to say, okay, this person doesn't want me. They're not prioritizing me. Let me show up for myself the way that I want them to show up for me. Back off, coming off, back off, give up, surrender, pull back. That's what I mean. But then they may come back. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to idolize the future again. I'm going to disregard everything. I'm going to disregard the fact that you ghosted me and disregard the fact that you're never showing up for me. And because you texted me, I'm going to be so excited. And I'm going to idolize what that might turn into. That is not grounded energy. For some of you, if this person doesn't come back consistently, then there is an energy here saying if this person has left your life, look at the present moment. Don't continue to give your energy to a future with somebody that is not choosing you right now. Surrender this connection. Again, if you don't know how to do that, I have a video course, or you can book a reading with me as well. I would love to help you learn how to detach and how to use the mirror of this connection. I've had a connection myself for 5-6 years that I actually learned to build what I have now and become independent and become emotionally available and be able to share this knowledge with you guys. So any of the knowledge that I'm sharing is through my own experience on what has literally worked for me. So I'd love to help you guys because I know that this is not an easy dynamic to be in, and it's painful and it's hard and it's confusing. So I would love to help you if you would want that. That is this connection right now. That's what I'm going to say here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get anything more from this. This may be somebody, that's insane. Wait, there's just a card that I'm seeing. This may be somebody that you identify as your twin flame. Twin flames, the one. Mirrored souls. Okay. Thank you for listening to this pile. I love you so much. I'm here for you if you need. Now I'm going to clear my spread and we'll get to pile number 2. If you chose this pile, then this is your reading. Okay, so let's see if you are being delusional, my love. Are you being delusional around this connection? Is how you're perceiving this connection beneficial to your healing and growth, is essentially what I'm saying. I'm feeling called to use the animal oracle. I was immediately channeling with this pile like snakes. I don't know, so maybe snakes resonate for you. Also, if you're breaking out or if you're getting acne, that could could also resonate for you. Okay, so I'm going to do this connection reading style to see where you are and where they are, how you guys are meeting in the middle, to see the reciprocation of this connection right now. Are you being delusional? Okay, is this reversed? I feel like it's reversed. Your intuition is like nudging you in this connection about something. Like, I need to get deeper, but there's something about that your intuition is like nudging, and you're ignoring it. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cute. Oh my god, I don't think you're being delusional. I really don't think you are. You are gaining a lot of wisdom from this connection. Holy shit. This might be something that, if you just met this person, or this is something that's kind of just started, it feels like what I was getting here is that you're able to be honest with this person. So at one point in your life, you're coming out with Lynx, Keeper of Secrets, and Goose, Inner Knowing, and Tiger in the center. At one point in your life, you may have been an oversharer. You may have been somebody that, like, you meet someone or you meet a connection and you're immediately, like, just talking about everything in your life. And then you maybe would attract people that would take advantage of that, or people that, like, this would mean they know too much and they're not trustworthy with that. You could have gone through a period where maybe then you didn't trust a lot of people. You didn't share your opinion, you didn't share your truth or your feelings and thoughts, your personality. It could have been something that you held back from. This person actually feels like this is healing your feminine energy, and you have an innate intuition that's like, I can trust this person. This is actually something that's growth oriented. But your fears are like, no. I am taking the actions, I'm taking the same actions that at one point in my life weren't good for me. So that means that this is bad. Like, that's the energy that I'm getting. It's like, if you at one point overshared and you in this connection feel comfortable to be honest, the difference is that you've built a compass for yourself of actually knowing what trust feels like. So now that you feel that you can trust this person, it's coming from a natural space. In the past, you may have overshared out of needing validation, which is why you were attracting people that weren't receptive to what you were saying. So there is like a really big energy here that you're safe to be confident in the fact that your intuition feels safe with this person. That's a really big lesson for you in this. This person is coming out as dragon, which is like a protector. Like, so that is literally an energy that is meant to make you feel safe. It's also, the safety is supposed to bring you wisdom. So owls could resonate, unicorns could resonate, or dragons could resonate. So this is giving very mystical energy, especially with dragons and unicorns. Like, that's a very mystical energy, you know. I need to confirm this. This actually feels like this person is gaining a lot of faith from you. So on however you communicate, however you speak, whatever you say, It's shifting this person's perception of how they once saw things. So this energy for you, it's like this person's safety is helping you feel more secure and safe to trust your own intuition. Because you're like, okay, I actually believe and I feel like this is safe. But my fears are like, no, you still have to keep your guard up. But then the more this connection progresses, the more you get proven that fear is wrong. You're like, okay, I think this actually is safe. And my intuition is telling me that, so I'm safe to trust my intuition. Your energy and how you speak, how you communicate, maybe how you show up for yourself is helping this person shift the way that they see the world. So it's almost like you are learning more about yourself and this person is learning more about how they perceive the world around them. That's how it feels. But it's from your energy. Oh my God, Venusians. Ooh! Woo! Okay, let's see here. Babe, you are literally safe to trust your emotions. You maybe in the past were somebody that would go after something that felt good. This is like pile one. You have maybe been through what pile one is going through right now, which is literally like something feels good, so I go after it. It feels good and I go towards it without any discernment. Like there's no discernment, there's no logic behind it. You're just like, this feels good. But the reason it feels good is because it's related to a father wound or a mother wound, and then you repeat a cycle. Your energy now is like, you know what, you're safe to trust what feels good for you and what doesn't, because you have awareness over your past, awareness over disciplining yourself, over your shadow. That's literally the energy. You have awareness over your own shadow, over your own ego. That's why, like, shut the fuck up. I'm not kidding. You're not being delusional about this. You're literally not being delusional. Pleiadians with water, this is an incredibly vulnerable energy. You are an incredibly vulnerable soul. So you're maybe somebody you're very emotional. You just have a lot of emotions, and you, at some point in your life, maybe believed that no one was going to be able to accept that about you, or you were going to be able to share that with somebody and they were going to actually reciprocate what you gave. Well, babe, this is it. If this is something that's really good and you're like, no, this is going to be really good and then it's just going to leave, or this is really good and it's actually not good and it's just like, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop, I'm waiting for something to go bad, let that go. Literally let that go. Ask yourself, what does the reality look like where I am safe and this is a safe connection and I can actually trust this person? What thoughts am I thinking? How am I acting? And how can I adapt those thoughts into this present moment so I can let go of the fact that this is not something that's safe for me to be vulnerable in. This also is giving me energy that you could have had like deep emotional invalidation as a child, like you, or just from the world in general, like consistently getting emotionally invalidated. So your personality is surrounded around hiding your vulnerability. And vulnerability doesn't just have to be your emotions. Vulnerability, it's vulnerable to literally just be yourself. Because you have a fear, if you're being vulnerable, being yourself, you could have somebody that doesn't like who you are. Especially in a relationship. If you're just being yourself, you're being giggly, you're being goofy, and you're making jokes, like somebody could look at that joke and be like, that's weird. Like that is vulnerable within itself. So you being vulnerable in all ways, being fully yourself, is something that this connection is supposed to teach you. Let me pull for this person. This is so cute. You're not being delusional, babe. Let that go. You maybe at one point in your life were delusional, but you've learned that lesson. Yeah, bro. Fucking right. Fucking right. Okay, this is so good. Yeah, I'm taking that, period. Fucking period. You maybe have met this person. I'm so passionate about this reading right now. You maybe have met this person at like a weird time. Like you guys are coming out in the center with Gray's short reverse, which is upright. This is a card about victim mentality, but it's also a card about feeling misunderstood. You guys in this connection are meant to make each other feel understood. You maybe have never felt genuinely understood by somebody, but this is somebody that maybe they have similar patterns, they have similar thoughts, similar, they like similar things, similar interests. And then that's being followed by Ebens, which is an infancy stage. And not only is an infancy stage, but it's also a card about trusting your intuition. Both of you guys have maybe been in connections where you had to emotionally invalidate yourself for the pleasure of somebody else. But the Galactic Federation, you both have reached a space of independence in your life where you're ready to know that if I meet somebody that is able to open my heart, I'm able to open my heart to, I'm going to face that fear of the fact that I actually am going to open my heart, knowing that I might get hurt, knowing that this person might not be my husband or wife. I'm ready to open up my heart because I deserve to be seen. That's like that the intention that you guys both attracted each other from, but there is an infancy stage in this connection. So this does feel like it's at the beginning. And then on this person's side, this is so healthy, guys. We literally have MIV reversed. This is literally healthy. This is healthy relationships, healthy boundaries, good communication. There's no codependency, there's no avoidance, there's no games. This is just like, how do I feel? And I speak how I feel. Like, I'm not gonna not answer you for 5 minutes because you didn't answer me for 5 minutes. Or I'm not gonna like, you didn't answer me for an hour, so I'm not gonna answer you. I'm gonna answer you right away, so then you feel bad about not, like, there's no games. It's just like honest, authentic. Like, that's how it's coming through. It's extremely grounded. And you, like I said, you're helping this person through a detachment from their body. So this person may have been predominantly focused on like the physical world. So you are very emotional. This person is here to help you recognize that whatever you have to offer emotionally, your thoughts, your feelings, your compassion, your empathy, that is helping this person reconnect to what life feels like. This person is helping you ground so you can use your feelings to elevate yourself with action. So this may be somebody that helps you ground in your emotions in a stable way. So this is like, if you are somebody that, if you've ever been a masochist, which is like you feel pain and then you overanalyze your emotions so much that you're consistently putting yourself back in pain. This is somebody that's gonna help you be like, just let it go. Just let it go. You don't need to hold on to that. Just let it go. And it's not in an invalidating way. It's in a way where you're ready to let go of your pain and you're ready to transmute that with safety and honesty. So this is somebody that's able to recognize that, you know, maybe I should think about the things that this person thinks about. Maybe I should be more empathetic towards what this person has been through, which helps them expand empathy towards other people. Like, there's a really big energy of them breaking out of a cycle where they're disconnected from their body. So they're consistently thinking like logically, like judgment and curiosity. Judgment is, I'm seeing this person for who they are right now and I'm basing a judgment. Curiosity is, I wonder why this person is the way that they are. And then you're looking at that person from your heart center, from compassion. But if you're looking at them from judgment, you're only using your mind. So there's something here, that was just an example, but there's something here about you opening up this person's heart center. Oh my God, this connection is fucking beautiful. Holy shit. Like, oh my God. I want to cut it. You guys have learned, you maybe have learned a lot of relationship lessons throughout certain times. I wanted to cut the deck to see what was going to come through. And look, guys, you're not going to believe it. Done. So it literally says, lesson learned, completion, insight. And not only is it so significant because there's literally chalk, which is childlike, but it's, oh my God, it's blue and pink. Being able to communicate, being able to authentically communicate, throat chakra and heart chakra. That's what I mean. This is a connection where both of you guys are able to actually feel understood by each other. You can actually express yourself and communicate from your heart center because you've closed out a cycle from your past. You're not delusional. You're safe to trust that you're not being delusional, and you're safe to actually lean on the possibility of what this connection could lead to. Okay, like, I really want you to recognize what negative thoughts do I have? Where are those coming from in my past? And how can I choose to take an action to shift that? So like I said, what are my thoughts in the reality where everything is okay? How can I choose to contradict my negative thoughts with those thoughts of optimism? Because I know that's what I deserve, and I know that's what I'm manifesting, and I know that's what I've worked so hard to achieve. So how can I align with that reality? By being present with that reality. Okay, I'm sending you so much love, pile 2. You're not being delusional. I love you. Okay, clearing my spread. Let's get to pile number 3. If you chose this gorilla, then this is your reading. Let's see if you are being delusional. Let's see, is how you're perceiving this connection beneficial to your growth, to your human reality? Okay, so I'm going to do this again, connection reading style, see where you are, where they are, how you guys are meeting in the middle concerning the reciprocation of this connection. So let's see. Is pile 3 being delusional? Interesting. Is this sideways? Okay, so immediately, again, I'm not sure if this is something that's in no contact or something that's in contact. It could be both, because I know I'm reading for a big collective, obviously. For you, whether this is a relationship or not, there is a disconnect or a misinterpretation of your intuition because of validation. So, for example, if this is a no communication situation, you could be perceiving signs of this person to validate what you want instead of using the signs to process how you actually feel. So, for example, like if this is somebody that's not talking to you and they're not showing up for you, when you see a sign, because you want validation from this person, you see the sign and then you immediately go, they're thinking of me, that we're meant to be together. Instead of looking at the sign and seeing how that sign makes you feel in your present reality. So I do want that from this person, but when I see a sign of them, I think of them. How do they right now make me feel? Not what do I want from them? How does that make me feel? How does their present actions right now make me feel? And if this person is not showing up for you, or they're not treating you well, or they're like just not talking to you at all, then that is probably going to be like a negative emotion. So that's what I mean by like you're misinterpreting some type of intuition to gain validation. And this is actually something that your guides are wanting you to get a new perspective on, so you can like work on this with brute strength. You're coming out with Nephilim in the center, and then you guys are both actually coming out with Naga sideways. So you're in the process of learning how to use this connection to heal yourself. So whether this is something that's in person or no contact, you can use this to show up for yourself. So how they're actually wanting you to do this is, like I said, recognize how you actually feel, process those emotions, those negative emotions, and throughout processing the negative emotions of not feeling good enough, or feeling sad, or feeling abandoned, feeling lonely, feeling not seen, ask yourself, what is it that I want from this person? And how can I show up for myself in that way to comfort the emotion that I'm feeling right now? To prove to yourself that you don't need a sign to idolize the future, and you can actually give that to yourself right now. You don't need to wait for it. So that is something about like healing your lower chakras. Again, if this is a spiritual connection, I just launched a video course on how to understand a spiritual connection, the reasoning behind a spiritual connection, how to detach, how to use it as a mirror. I have guided meditation in there. So that is something that I offer in my website down below if you are struggling with something like this. This person's energy, I need to get a little bit more. I'm going to pull my tarot deck. It just feels like your energy is fully focused on this person, and this person's energy is focused on themselves. That's how it feels. So it does feel like there's a disconnect. This person is disconnected from their body, just as much as you're disconnected from your body, but the way that you guys are approaching the connection is like a little bit different. You're approaching it by like idolizing a future and getting validation from them. Their energy is like, I'm just going to focus on myself and I'm not going to look at what this connection is mirroring to me. So neither of you guys are looking at it from a space of like, how can I help myself? But one of you is avoiding the idea of a connection. One of you is attaching to the idea of a connection. Yeah, this person's coming out the 9 of Wands. And then the 9 of Cups reversed. Okay. 9-9. And then the Death reversed. Sheesh. Why is this like a breakup situation? Okay, honestly, for some of you guys, this might be this might be an ex. Because when I'm tapping into this person's energy, yeah, I'm cutting into the 6 of Cups reversed. This feels like an ex. It feels like something that ended here. So you're saying, like, you're like, this ended, we're not together anymore, whether it was like a friends with benefits or an actual relationship. This person's energy is like not willing to accept fault. That's how it's coming through. Their energy is like, I'm always working on myself, or I'm always like choosing to show up for myself. Like their energy is like, I've been through so much, so I don't need to look at how I affected this connection. So you, again, your energy is like wanting validation. So if this is a relationship or a situationship or whatever it was, something that ended, it could be really beneficial for you to ask yourself, like, how do I want to be validated by this person? Maybe they invalidated your emotions. Maybe they really hurt you, or they left you, they abandoned you. I would literally, for you, I would like write yourself a letter on saying to yourself what you wish this person would say to you. Because this person's energy feels avoidant and resistance to take accountability. It feels a little bit manipulative, but it's coming from a space of like validating themselves. It's like, I've been through so much. I went through so much. Like, it's a victim energy. It's like victimizing themselves. So then that puts you in an energy of not being seen, which puts you in a vibe of needing their validation because you're not getting their validation. Yeah, this is a really big mirror. 6 of Cups is coming out for you. Yes, I mean, like, you're holding on to the past and you're idolizing the past. You're, like, focusing on what you want from this person instead of focusing on the pain of how it felt to not get that. That's literally what it is. Like, your guides want you to focus on how it felt to not get what you want. And instead of idolizing that, how did it actually feel to not get that? Like, process those emotions. Yeah. 10 of Swords reversed. Like, you're still holding on to the past here. This connection is that this is over. This is something that's over, but you're still holding on to it. Yeah, this had to have been a fucking ex, bro. It's coming out really clear. The Lovers reversed with the 10 of Swords reversed. Like, literally holding on to a relationship that is no longer happening. And then the World sideways. There is a really big opportunity for you to show up for yourself in a new way, to manifest a new dynamic. But until you let go of what this connection was and process your emotions related to that, you're going to consistently be in this cycle of being hard on yourself. You may even beat yourself up about this connection. Like, maybe this is like, oh my gosh, this person treated me so badly. Like, why did I stay? Or the energy was like, this person never gave anything to me. And I wasn't able to show up for this person. Like, you're looking at what you did wrong or how you could have been the reason why this person left. Like, there is an energy here of you being really hard on yourself instead of focusing on validating yourself. So a perspective that actually might help you is like, look at a husband archetype or a boyfriend archetype. If you went through a really bad relationship and somebody abandoned you or somebody left you, or even if it ended well, that person isn't going to say, well, you fucking could have done better. Like, you could have shown up better. That person is going to be like, I'm so sorry you went through that. How would you want your husband to validate you when processing the emotions related to this connection? And should say those things to yourself, but use that as a mirror on how to speak to yourself. Confirmation right there. On the ground. Shit. What is it? Yeah, Ace of Cups reverse coming out for this person. That's what I mean. Ace of Cups reverse, Ace of Wands reverse with the Moon upright, the Devil, and the Four of Wands. This person is not clearly taking any accountability for this connection. I can imagine that this is frustrating for you. That's what I mean. That's why your guides are like, process the fact that this sucked. Like, this sucked. Like, not getting any kind of validation from the ending, having somebody be like completely oblivious to how they hurt you or how they affected you, and then you consistently being like, well, I want that, I want that, I want that. Maybe one day they'll give that to me. Instead, like, feel how it actually felt to like be and like just not be seen. That's the energy. It just feels like disappointment, just like not being seen at all. Yeah, this person definitely has an addiction to like victimizing themselves. That's how it's coming through. Like, they're consistently looking at their own past or their own problems, or like being hard on themselves to validate the fact that they don't need to take accountability. It's a really like, it's a really victim energy, if I'm being honest. Your energy is just like so hard on yourself, but you're also, yeah, clarifying the Six of Cups, y'all, is literally the Six of Swords. This is like, move away. Like, you're moving into clear waters, move away from your past, let go of your past. Whatever this is, like, let this go. Again, if you don't know how to let this go, I would love to help you if you want to book a reading with me. To tell you how you can do that. And then the Ten of Swords reversed with the Chariot. See, the Queen of Cups reverse is an energy of like consistently needing emotional validation or emotional safety externally. So with the Ten of Swords reversed and then the Chariot, this is you saying that I have a painful past. Choosing to relive that or choosing to cope with that by putting myself in the future or the past is only going to put me in a circle. So every single moment that I feel pain or I feel sadness or I feel something negative, I could choose to take a new path and process that emotion and show up for myself differently. Or I could choose to look at something that I have no control over and continue to hurt myself by having an expectation on something I have no control over and then consistently being disappointed. Like, you are in this process right now of actually choosing to release your past by showing up for yourself in a different way and giving yourself the emotional validation that you want instead of idolizing it. That is like the pattern here for this. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I literally am so sorry for you. Like, I have a lot of empathy for you because the Lovers reversed is the Two of Cups reversed. Whatever this connection was, this was a big connection. So whether this was like, even if it was a friends with benefits or something, this was something that felt like your freaking husband or wife. Like, you were like sure, like you were so in love with this person, whoever it was. But that is coming out on the right side of your spread, which tells me that the feelings you had for this person were not coming from how they made you feel. It was coming from the actions that you were taking. So it's like, if you were consistently giving to this person and not paying attention to how they made you feel, you're putting yourself in a position to say, I'm going to fall in love with this person, but I'm going to ignore how they're treating me. And that's going to cause a trauma bond. That's you not protecting your emotions. Protecting your emotions is having head over heart decision and say, okay, I'm not going to put myself in a position to create feelings for this person. And I'm not going to like sleep with them, or I'm not going to do anything vulnerable for myself that's going to build emotion until they prove to me through their actions that they are trustworthy. That is something that maybe you didn't do in this connection, which is why there was feelings that were built not based out of how this person was actually treating you. This is a really big karmic cycle for you, but there is a need to process your emotions, baby. I'm so sorry. The Justice, Queen of Cups reversed with the Three of Swords reversed. Like, your guides need you to see how bad it hurt, to feel how bad it hurt to be in this dynamic. So then you don't ever want to do it to yourself again. And then you're saying, because you're putting yourself in this emotional pain by idolizing something and not giving it to yourself. You're abandoning yourself right now by literally saying, I am hurt by what this connection was, so I'm going to idolize it. I'm going to idolize what it could be. You're literally abandoning yourself in this present moment and saying, I don't care that you're in pain. I'm just going to look at the future instead. That version of you that maybe was like abandoned by this person or hurt by this person, you're saying, I literally don't care about you. Like, we're just going to look at something that's not happening because I don't want to actually show up for you. But if you can process the emotion and actually feel the depth of how that felt, that will give you courage and strength to want to show up for yourself in a better way, in a different way, to want to nurture yourself and get into this like new cycle, which is the world, which is this new energy. Yeah, three of Pentacles. This is literally you actually like being your own best friend. You actually nurturing yourself and showing up for yourself. Judgment, that literally maybe is this reading right now. Judgment. Your guides are like, wake up, baby. Like, show up for yourself. Okay. And then the King of Cups. That's what I'm freaking talking about, bro. The Judgment. Where is it here? Judgment. King of Pentacles, which is father energy. King of Cups. Earth and water are both feminine energies. You're learning to energetically show up for yourself in an emotionally masculine way. Processing your emotions is one thing, and that's like very mothering energy. How am I feeling? What's going on? A masculine energy is, okay, baby, let me cook you a meal to make you feel better. Okay, baby, let me take you to a class. Let me do this for you and do this for you with the intention of nurturing you. That is something that your guides want you to do for yourself, to create that emotional stability so you can prove to yourself that no matter what you're going through, you can always nurture yourself instead of looking towards the past or idolizing anything to give that to you. That is the lesson here. But you're currently in Five of Cups energy, which is just like being sad. And that's okay. We need to feel that. We need to process that. But there is also the option to take action to show up for yourself so you can eventually see the positives in what happened. Instead of looking at the fact that, oh my gosh, I don't have it, you're like, okay, I don't have it and that's valid, but I can give it to myself, even if that's hard. And I can validate the fact that I don't have it and I want it from somebody else while giving it to myself. It doesn't have to feel good right away in order for you to show up for yourself right away. Okay, that was pile number 3. I'm sending you guys so much love. I love you, strawberries. I love you so much. I truly hope that this reading helped awaken any perspectives within you. I hope it helped you heal and gave you clarity. Again, through my website, I would love to help any of you guys with this process. If this is something that you need support with, I'm here for you to support you. Other than that, please let me know down below how this resonated for you guys, okay? Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video.